everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 4 of our January 2022 release. And I have a couple of treats to share with you today. Hey, so I'm using our Pennant Topper die, along with our Ric Rac Topper die and our Candy Grid die. And I'm going to be pulling out the fun stamp set Valentine Candy Grid style. And I stamped those all onto pale peony cardstock from Paper Tray ink using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and I cut them out with that grid die. And now I'm using the Fancy Heart dies, and I'm pulling out all of my leftovers from other things, and you just keep those, because I know with the hearts I use them all the time. So now I'm going to quickly choose which little sentiments I'm going to have on my candies. Obviously, I'm using Hershey Kisses that are lying to my right there. And I'm just separating out all of these little things. And I'm adding a little bit of color to them using RV55 and the Copic R27 for the red. And I'll also use a secure white Jelly Roll pen and a number 10 to add some highlights. Now, this does not have to be perfect coloring. After all, it's just going on the bottom of a kiss, I had a little bit of bleeding in a couple of spots, but I wasn't too worried about it. Like I said, this isn't like, this is on the bottom of a candy. No one's going to know. So there we go. So I'm just adding in, like I said, just some color, basic color on these little candy labels, I guess you'd call them. There we go. This is a really cute stamp set called the Valentine Candy Grid Style, new from Jaded Blossom. Great to use with those grid dies that they had. I think it was the freebie for the Jaded Blossom birthday release at the time. Is that right? No, the thank you was the freebie. Oh, I think that you could buy the grid dies. But the nice thing is they keep on releasing these, and it just makes labeling these little candies so easy, because you have you can cut out 9 at once. So you only have to do one pass of your machine. So I've only got one 3x4 clear bag from Jaded Blossom. So I'm using one of the larger ones and just trimming it down. No one will know except for you and me. Now that little white paper shreds, that was from like a gift basket that I got a while back. I keep the filler in those gift baskets when it's that type of paper. Just so I could use them in my treats. So now I'm just using glue dots, and I'm going to lay out all of the little labels on there. You'll notice that, there we go. So I've got all my little labels. I stick them on the actual little glue dots, so it's easy to apply them to my Hershey Kisses. And I'm also using 2 of the dies in Pure Poppy cardstock from Paper Tray ink. The little heart ones from the Fancy Heart dies to apply to the bottom also. So you'll see what happens. I'm just going to add these all to the bottom of my little Hershey Kisses. This is super easy to do, super fast now that you have that candy grid die set, and then the neat little stamp sets that Jaded Blossom has come out with. So you can stamp everything at once, die cut them all at once. Just makes it really quick. There we go. Adding them all to the bottom. So like I said, those are all in pale peony cardstock from Paper Tray ink. There we go. And then I'm adding on, this is red poppy cardstock that I used that Fancy Heart dies. And those are the little relief cuts from that. I always save those. There we go. So now I'm going to pop them all in the bag. And I find it so frustrating. I don't know about you, but I have a hard time getting them to all face in one direction. I was just about ready to lose my mind. I don't know. I had no patience today. Everything was going wrong. It was like, listen, I was getting a little bit ticked. So now I'm going to create the little fronts of my the little toppers for my treats. And I'm just gathering some stuff. So I'm using Doodlebug's Sweet Things 12-inch paper line along with their gingham linen rainbow petite prints. There we go. And the solid red cardstock, that is Paper Tray Ink's Red Poppy. So now I'm using the Pennant die there. Now you might want to score it along the actual score line just because it wants to fold on one of the stitch lines. And you don't want that. You want it to fold on the score line. So I'm just making sure it folds perfectly in half. I'll use my Teflon bone folder just to try and make sure I get a good fold there. There we go. And now I'm going to quickly put this together. Just using a little tape runner there. I couldn't grab my HEG gun because like I said, I'm just having a day where everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. So now I'm adding a little bit of that glue runner to the edge, and I'll add the little scalloped border to that. That's an adorable, that Pennant treat topper is adorable. Now this is a golden oldie. This is the Ric Rac Topper from Jaded Blossom. And I'm just going to add that striped layer. And isn't that cute? I just think it turned out really cute. So now I'm just trying to get these darn kisses straight. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really challenged at getting them straight in these little bags. And I felt all thumbs today. I don't know what it was, but you'll see what my day's been like. So I go to use my mini stapler and there's no staples in it. So I'm like, so I throw my mini stapler across the room because everything's going wrong. And I'm just going to use my HEG gun, which I found again, which is fun. And I'm going to tape the little toppers to the little bags. There we go, laying them down. Add a little bit of glue, tape runner to the other side, and then I will fold that in place, and that will hold the bag shut. Add a little tape to the center. Look at, like I've got that paper sticking to the end of my HEG. It's just one of those days. There we go. And now I'm using the relief cut. That is the Raspberry Fizz cardstock, and then this is the Pure Poppy. I'm just going to staple them right to the center of each one. You'll notice that I refilled my mini stapler. And now I'm going to tie some big grosgrain ribbon. It's 1.5 inch, just cheapo Walmart white ribbon. And I was having such a hard time tying this. Like I said, I've been all thumbs today. And but I went ahead and I just tied the bows off camera because I was ready to lose my mind. There we go. And I'm just trimming off the tails. There we go. And then I'll be sticking those to the center of each of these toppers. There we go, just for fun. It's like a cute little look. There we go. And I thought about pulling out my glue gun, but I thought, oh, that took forever to warm up, and then it glopped on me. So I just used glue dots to adhere those. But I'll add some glue a little later. Now I'm going to roll up a glue dot so I can add one of those little centers for the kisses as a little sentiment on each one. So one says Cupid Kisses, and the other one it just says love, and I'm going to pop those up. And how cute are those? So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to come back tomorrow because we'll be having a hop. And thanks for watching my videos. Bye, everyone.